Ladies and gentlemen, my name is RuffledRowlit, and welcome back to a brand new video, guys. Today, we've got some actual news, which is quite fun, to put it, bluntly. Ladies and gentlemen, we actually have new information, and I want to freaking just say that, finally, we are at the end of this month. I mean, end and end. We still got 10 days or so to go, 10, 11 days to go. Which means there's still things to happen, and still possibilities of things happening along the way, but most likely nothing will happen until E3, which is totally normal, but finally we have actual indications that next month we will get actual info, and that's when the promotional cycle for Sword and Shield will actually start. Like, we're finally done with Detective Pikachu. It's out of the way. It's just literally, here it is, it's gone, right? It's just gone. We're done with that now. We can finally move over to the next thing, man, which is Sword and Shield, man. We've been waiting for so long, man. Like, bloody hell. It's been, like, almost 3 months now without news, and I know, I said that we should, be okay with waiting, but it's just nice to finally know that, like, okay, we know on this and this day we're gonna get stuff. So what am I talking about, ladies and gentlemen? Well, this popped up here, by Serbi saying, the next issue of the Japanese magazine Koro Ishiban, due out next month, is stated to have the latest information for Sword and Shield. Or for Pokemon Sword and Shield. And we can go on here, I guess, to see the details, even though there's really not many details to go through. And also, there's this thing as well, which popped up, which I'll go into as well, but, let's break it down from the top here, okay? So, in Japan recently, there was a competition for people to design a Pokemon t-shirt which is to go on sale. However, a new feature has been announced. The winning t-shirt, featuring a Gyarados and a Magikarp design, is to be included as a custom shirt in Pokemon Sword and Shield. This also confirms that... oh shit, I just went the wrong way, didn't I? This also confirms that the customization of the trainer characters returns once again. We'll provide further details on this as we approach launch. They also say here that they updated their pre-release screenshots page with new images. In addition to this, the latest issue of Koro Ishiban has noted that in its next issue, due to be out for release on June the 21st, it will be June the 21st, that's after, okay. It will include the latest information for Pokemon Sword and Shield. As this issue comes out a week after E3, it is probably that any news in the magazine will come prior to the magazine release. We'll provide more details as soon as we get them. So, Koro may give us info, but we may have already end up seeing that info ahead of time during E3, guys. So E3 is, we now know officially, but this is actually really cool, by the way, that they did this, like this whole shirt thing, which also, by the way, confirms for anybody that was worried about this, which I'm not sure if you were worried, even I wasn't, I don't know if anybody was, I guess some people were, but this pretty much confirms that, like, there's going to be customization in these games. I think we know that officially now, and it's kind of interesting here that they've actually plugged them into the game already for these promotional screenshots. It's kind of cool, but at least we know in that sense now that that's, like, confirmed, to be a thing in the games now. We're going to have customization, which is great. It's beautiful, man. I just wish we could edit our characters' faces and stuff so they don't look like all exactly the same, because that's literally what my problem is with customization of Pokemon is everybody looks identical. Like, sure, we have different skin colors and stuff, but the character faces all look identical. It's like these pan faces, either with like a little smile, a frowny face, or just a straight mouth. It's like, just like, please give us some options with the faces, man. Like, just let us, like, switch those around or have options for them. Which most likely we won't. Let's be honest, we won't. But whatever. So that's one of the things. But as for the actual shirt, though, man, like, this is pretty hype, man. This is actually pretty freaking hype. I'm pretty excited. As for the news coming out, though, I want to just bring up a fact, and that's like, in terms of what we're going to see, in terms of speculation, I want to talk about what I'm expecting, right? So, let's go over what we've seen in previous Pokemon, like, reveals and stuff. And do remember that this year is different due to the existence of Detective Pikachu. We should have had something this month, but Detective Pikachu came out, so it made sense not to mess with Detective Pikachu by having Sword and Shield, interfere with its promotion, and making sure to keep them, keep the two in separate kind of spheres. But if we're going to talk about what we're expecting to see, I'm going to be frankly honest and say that I'm expecting us to see at least, like, the legendary reveals. And it may seem weird, but, like, the thing is, I kind of don't want to see the legendaries be revealed. I kind of want it to stay secret all the way until, like, the games come out, and you have to discover them yourself in the game, which, of course, is going to be spoiled, let's be honest. And, of course, they're going to reveal them, because they use the legendary Pokemon too much to hype up what's coming, right? But it would be more fun if we kept the legendary secret and we didn't know what they were like. But also, what I'm expecting is maybe to even see the evolutions for the starter Pokemon. and probably a reveal of at least a few of the new, like, just like brand new Pokemon from the region, like maybe the regional bird, the regional rodent, the regional Pikachu clone, right? Because there's always a Pikachu clone, every single generation has one, so it would make sense, you know, if they were to show us the next one, that would be in, you know, this generation, which I'm really wondering what they're going to pull off this time around. Like, it's kind of intriguing. Also, as armored evolutions have been a kind of subject that's been heavily debated and talked about recently, like, let's be honest, just when it comes down to armored evolutions, man, I personally would hope that they're not real, and instead we get new Mega Evolutions, because honestly, I prefer Megas, man. I'm just being honest, I prefer Megas. I really prefer Megas, and I'd rather want that, but if they can pull off armored evolutions in a nice way, similar to kind of what we had with that fake Zeraora armor that was posted by, oh man, who was it again? I can't remember exactly who posted it, but it was like a fan-made Zeraora armor or whatever. If they can do something more similar to that, that would be like far more interesting, I will say, honestly. I think that would be far more intriguing and interesting to see than just seeing simply like, you know, just kind of like this kind of shitty looking armor or whatever, which wouldn't be as fun. And also, people talked about like, oh, Pokemon will gain steel typing. Well, that wouldn't be fun, right? If all the armored evolution does is gain you a steel typing and some sort of increase in defense or something like that, that's just not fun, okay? That just isn't interesting. But if the armor was different and worked more like a Mega Evolution, right? That's where I think it would be fun to use it, and it would be fun to actually see it, because the reason I love Megas is because you actually see a kind of physical change to the Pokemon, right? There's a physical change there that makes the Pokemon either cooler or more different or just straight out weird. Like, let's be honest, I mean, I remember when I saw Mega Swampert, I was just like, why did they make the man literally a buff boy? Like, I liked Swampert because he was pretty sleek and, you know, not too heavy, but they made him into a big chunky boy with big muscles and shit. So the point I'm trying to get to is, Mega Evolutions give a physical change that changes the actual appearance of the Pokemon, and that's what makes it slightly more fun. Whereas something like Z moves, which are far less, you know, liked, let's be honest, like, not as many people, like, if you ask the majority of people, let's take the people who just don't like Mega Evolutions across the board out of the equation, but, like, if you ask people who like, you know, just, you know, don't hate Mega Evolutions, like, let's take people who also, like, you know, are like kind of iffy when it comes to Mega Evolutions, but like remove all the people who just genuinely hate Mega Evolutions and just leave everybody else around, okay? And then you ask those people, do you prefer Z moves over Mega Evolutions? I feel like majority would go for Mega Evolutions because they actually are far more interesting. They actually change the appearance of the Pokemon. They make the Pokemon different. They make the Pokemon stronger. They do things to the Pokemon that are cooler. Whereas Z moves are just a move. It's just a special move that's stronger than your normal moves and can be used like what, once or whatever. I barely remember, man, because I literally didn't care about Z moves. I barely ever used them. I never found them fun to use, and I didn't care for them. Sure, there were, like, special Z moves that were, like, you know, Pokemon-specific and whatnot, for specific Pokemon, but I didn't care for it. It just wasn't as interesting when almost every Pokemon was able to use Z moves. It just wasn't as interesting. Whereas when a limited amount of Pokemon can have access to, like, Mega Evolutions, it's far more fun, because that way, those Pokemon feel far more special at that point. It's like, oh, this Pokemon has a Mega Evolution. You know, you can either feel like, oh, I think it deserved it, or I don't think it deserved it, right? So I think Mega Evolution genuinely should return, but as for Z moves, just big no-no. So as for speculation, right, we're definitely going to see brand new Pokemon. And when I'm talking about brand new Pokemon, I'm talking about the rodents, the bird, those sort of things. We're going to see those for sure. As for the legendaries, potentially, but I don't know, man. Also, one thing I want to make sure to know of if they're going to show us is gyms, man. What are gym masters? Because remember, they tweeted out gym masters, guys. Remember that. They tweeted out gym masters and said that, like, in one of their tweets, Nintendo of America, I think, tweeted out saying, like, you know, take on gym masters in Pokemon Sword and Shield or whatever. And then they deleted that tweet because it said gym masters, not like, you know, like, not, you know, just gym leaders, which is what they're usually called. Like, they're called gym leaders, right? That's what they're usually called. Also, sorry about any background noise yelling. It's my baby brother. He's literally the devil reincarnate. I apologize. But, like, where was I, man? I just totally lost track because of my baby brother just screaming in the background. He's just annoying. Okay, let's put it that way. Either way, where was I? Haha. Oh, boy. I totally lost, like, my train of thought right there. I totally lost it, man. Totally lost it. I was talking about Z moves, Mega Evolutions, new Pokemon, and when it comes to new Pokemon, they're gonna do this, and that. I'm not sure if they're gonna show us legendaries. Probably unlikely. Literally don't know where I was with my last thought. Just kind of yoinked away from my brain. But as for what we're gonna see, okay, we probably won't see the evolutions of the starters. Though I would like to see them. I honestly want to see what they look like. probably we're not going to see those. We're probably going to see at least a few new Pokemon, and the Gym Master stuff. There we go. So the Gym Masters, I think we're going to actually get an explanation for, because I think that tweet came out too early, right? I think that tweet came out too early, and now that tweet's going to make a lot more sense, because they're going to explain in the new trailer what Gym Masters are. They're going to probably show us a battle at least, right? And this is E3, which means there's going to be a gameplay demo at E3. Not for us, probably not going to give us a demo at home, because they know what happened last time they gave us a demo, you know, prior to the games coming out. Basically, it was data mined to infinity and literally just ruined the promotion of Sword and Shield. So they're not going to do that again. Let's just put it that way, okay? No more demos for us, okay? After the game comes out, sure, but prior, no. Big no-no. By the way, so where was I? Okay, back to the actual point. I think Gym Master is going to be shown off. I think brand new Pokemon like the Rodent's going to be shown off. And I have a high possibility. There's a high possibility we're going to see the Professor. Those three things I think are going to happen. Definitely, Gym Master's Professor and Rodent Pokemon early on, like Bird, you know, little Pikachu clone, etc., are going to be shown off. I think that's what we're going to see. And potentially also how the train works. I think the train is something we haven't really looked into much. They haven't shown anything about the train in the trailers either. So I think the train's going to be explained here as well a little bit better. But remember though that next month the promotion starts, guys. And from there on forward, there's going to be news every week. There's going to be actual news every single week, and I'm gonna be on it every single day. Don't you worry, I am here, I'm ready to make content. Sorry for this video being really late today, guys, and I'm sorry for being a little bit, like, flimsy. It's just that literally our electricity was gone for the whole area here. Like, the whole freaking, this part of the city was just, electricity was just gone, okay? So I couldn't do shit. I was literally just sitting, like, just fumbling my thumbs, like, okay, well, what do I do now? By the way, ladies and gentlemen, thanks so much for watching the video, guys. If you did enjoy, drop a like down below. Let me know what you guys think about the shirt, because I think it looks cool. It's a pretty lit shirt, man. So what do you guys think about it? What do you guys think about the whole subject? Are you excited for actually proper news to come soon, man? If you are, let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is RuffledRowlit. Have a great day, guys, and I'll see you all next one. Bye-bye.